I get asked all the time. There's 7.9 billion people on the planet, and as published in Success magazine, I got a chance to only pick 12. 12 out of 7.9 billion. That's pretty rarefied air. So the question I was always asked is, well, what did these 12 do that the other 7.9 billion people not do in order to arrive on the cover of a magazine like Success? And so what I would first want to do is to clear out the answers that are not true, but these are the ones that are assumed to be. Success is not a result of heroic feats. That's movie lore. Nobody that you've ever seen on the cover of Success magazine has done anything heroic ever. It is not because of some grand act of bravery either. That's another American mythology. You know, leap and grow wings on the way down, or leap and the net will appear. No, man, no. It's splat, and you're dead. Not one of them performed any grand act of bravery. And it wasn't any quantum leap. Right place, right time, right generation, overnight success story. All those are mythologies. So those are not the reasons. So let me give you the reason. Success is a result of this. Small, seemingly insignificant, moment-to-moment choices that accumulate, aggregate, and compound into massive differences in results. That's it. That's the great mystery solved. Small choices like at lunch, you sit down and you're given a menu. What is a menu? Just a list of choices, exactly. And so given the choices that are before you, do you order the hamburger and fries or do you order the salad? Now you're thinking, well, that doesn't seem like a Success magazine cover-worthy choice, and I'm telling you, it is. Small little choices like at the end of a hard day, you're tired, you're exhausted. Do you go to the gym anyway, even though you don't feel like it? Or do you rush home to catch The Voice or Dancing with Stars and watch other people living out their dreams? Small little choices like in the heat of an argument, do you say, I've had it, I'm not talking about this anymore, and you walk out of the room? Or do you spin on your heel, say you're sorry, even though it wasn't your fault, and choose to make a moment of magic? Small little choices like at a networking event. Do you walk across the room and introduce yourself to that person you've always wanted to meet, or do you hunker in fear one more time? Small choices like at the end of the long day, do you make those calls to your patients to just check in and finish that world-class service, or do you just call it a day? You see, these small, seemingly insignificant choices add up to big, gargantuan differences in results. Let me give you an example. Okay, if I give you a choice between a single copper penny that doubles every day for 31 days or $1 million in cash right now, how many people pick the $1 million in cash? Okay, tough crowd, okay? All right, let me sweeten the offer. Penny doubles every day for 31 days or $2 million in cash, okay? Now, how many people take the $2 million net present value of cash? Okay, we got the camera guy, all right. You know, sometime this math's gonna change on you now. How about $3 million in cash now or the copper penny that doubles every day for 31 days? Anybody with $3 million in cash? Okay, got a few more takers. All right, so let's just say you had no idea how this math was gonna work, your HP calculator's not out, and you're like, I just think this small thing's gonna do a little deal here, so let's go with the penny. Let's say you picked a penny, but your neighbor picked the $3 million in cash. And let's just take a look about how this works out. Well, 5 days into it, your penny is become 16 cents. That's all you got in your hand. And yet, your neighbor, all you can hear is the as they are partying like a rock star. We're 10 days into it. Your penny is now $5.12. Not enough for a Happy Meal at McDonald's, and yet they're champagne wishes and caviar dreams on a yacht with Robin Leach. 20 days into it, your penny is still a paltry $5,242, and they've got $3 million in cash. It's starting to look like you made the wrong choice. But at day 31, your penny is now $10,737,000 against their paltry $3 million in cash. Now, here's what I want to show you. The math between day 1 and day 2 and between day 30 and day 31 is exactly the same math. This is why Einstein called compound interest the 8th wonder of the world. Now, the simple, small, seemingly insignificant choice between day 1 and day 2 is the same small choice between day 30 and day 31. Same small choice. Burger and fry versus salad. Picking up the phone or going home. Same small choice. But the compound effect of that is radically different. That's why I call this the 8th wonder of the success world. It all comes down to this. Let me give you a practical example, okay? Let's say you're given 2 offers. And the first offer is, all you need to do is spend 30 minutes a day working on your skills, growing your personal growth and development. And we're going to give you $10 a week for you to do that. That's offer number 1. And a raise of 10% per week as you improve. The second offer is, we're going to pay you $5,000 a month. And you don't even need to improve. Just spend the 30 minutes watching, reading, listening to the information, $5,000 a month. Okay? Now, here's how this works out. After the end of the first month, the person who took offer number 1 has only made $51. Offer number 2 has got $5,000. After the second month, person number 1 has only made $126. Person number 2 has made $10,000, and they're laughing at you. Month 3, $235. They've made $15,000, and now your friends and family are saying, quit this, it's not worth it, that's ridiculous. It's never going to work for you, right? Month 12, you've made $15,000, they've made $60,000. 4 times. And they're still pitying you. Month 16, you've matched their income. You've made 86, they've made 80. And then month 17, you're at 127 against their 85. And then month 18, 186 versus their 90. You've doubled their income. And then finally on month 24, you're at 2.2 million against their 120,000. This right here is the reality in your industry. You have many people who started out exactly the same, running the same service, the same general business. But because of the growth, skill development, and a commitment to improvement, one ends up making 2.2 million while the other one is making 120,000 in the exact same business, in the same industry, a lot of times in the same exact market. That's how this compound effect shows up in your life.
Be the exception.